Alright, so here's a unedited tutorial of how these sites work. What we have here is Blueprint Champ, Anthony V, Hibbard Show, as well as the Brian Oxman. And what we have here is I'm going to show you how to work one. Once you know how to work one, you're going to know how to work all of the sites. If you travel to the login, which is your / login on the end of whichever site you want to edit, it'll bring you to this site here. For this one, we're going to use Neil, as well as the password that was provided for Neil. Awesome. So this is going to be the dashboard. What we have here is a couple options that you're not going to use. I'm going to go over the features that you will be using. Jetpack is not going to be used. Post will. Media is for your images. Pages are for your pages. Slides are the two slides that are on the front of each show. This is one slide. This is another slide if you wanted to change those or maybe add new slides. Portfolio is not used on most of them other than the Hibbard Show where they are displaying books. The contact page table press you won't be using. Appearance has the widgets, which is the sidebar. If you look at all your pages, they have this sidebar that's on the side. You can add whatever you want in here, different topics, currently we have the Twitter feed topics, and latest news will be in here once we have some latest news up. That's on a lot of these pages. If I go over the contact, we still have a sidebar. This is the contact sidebar. So that's how you change those, would be in here. And then your profile, what I recommend doing is logging in, switching your profile information. You're not going to have to switch your username because that can't be changed, but you can switch, your full name, your last name, maybe a nickname, how you want your name publicized. Do you want the full name? Do you want, what do you want here? Your email, this will be where if you forget your password, you can reset your email from that login screen that I showed you. It says forgot password on the bottom. You can switch this out. I recommend that so you don't have to contact info@soysaucemedia if you do request your stuff. A new password, something easy to remember. You type it in twice, hit update profile, and all that information will change for you. So pretty basic there. I recommend all these sites do that just so they have their own easy to remember information, especially for the password. You don't want anything that you have to log back over and find, and just make it something easy for yourself. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to talk about is the appearance, the menus. The menus controls the menu bar. So if you wanted to change menus, here's the 4 menus that you currently have. Say you wanted to add in, a link to Google. I would put google.com, add the menu, and now we have google.com down here. Well, I don't want it last, I want it before contact, so I'll put it right here. Save menu. Refresh the page, and now you're going to see that you can add more to this. I've got the Google here, and when I click Google, it's going to bring me to google.com. So say you wanted to add more links, that's pretty much how you're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you can see how to remove one. Save menu, that'll be gone. Say I've created another page that I want to throw up here. The pages that you've created are in here. These are the only 4 pages that this site has. If I wanted to add one, I would click here, add to menu. It would add it below here, just like we've seen below, and then I can move it just by kind of editing this and putting it where I want. Now home is going to be the last. You'd hit save menu, you'd go back and see your reflected changes. Easy stuff. Like I said, table press and contact you're not going to be using. If you do need table press is actually what's at the bottom of the contact page. This is the table that we imported. Kind of see here, it allows you to edit. So if you want to import a new list of shows, this is where you would do it. Import, find the file on your computer. No, I don't have any imports currently. Yes, I do. Here's one here. So if I wanted to use Anthony V, I'd select this CSV to switch to Anthony V's times, just as an explainer, or any CSV. You'd click open and then import. Really easy. You could change that affiliate list down here. That's probably the most complicated part of your site. The rest is really, really easy. Contact you won't be messing with. It's automatically set up for your contact page. That's what's changing here. Pages, another easy feature. We've already seen this page. It's it's really easy to use. You can add your pages, you can create new pages, you can edit your pages. Say I want to edit the About Us page, would come here. You can actually edit your text in here. Blueprint of a Champion Radio is program geared towards. And then you've got the Neil Mason, and all that is About Us. We're editing this content here. What's on the About Us page, not the sidebar. Like I said, the sidebar is in a different location. So if you wanted to add some information here, it'd be simple as editing the page and then clicking update over here. Same thing, you can edit any one of these pages. If you wanted to add a new page, simply click add new. This would be my new page information. This is what's displayed on the page, and then I would click publish. That would create a new page. Remember, just because you have a page, it's not going to show up anywhere on your site. You'd actually have to go into your menus again and then add that new page to the menu. So I'm not going to save that. That's really easy. Post is the same thing. All these pages have latest news. It's the same setup. You can see I've got the add new, or I can edit the post that I do have. Currently, Blue Champ Post doesn't have any latest news. I'm going to add one while we're here. Just kind of show you it's the same features, same as you've seen for the page. So this would be an example post. Example post information. Please remove. This is the test. Alright, now when you're creating these new posts, you do want to tag them to the certain category. This is a news category, so this is going to go to the news page. As well as, I want to set a featured image for this. I want it to be able to have its own unique image. So I come down here, hit set, and then here's where you can pick something. I mean, if you already have files in the media library, which currently this site does not, you can upload files, or you can choose, to use existing files that are already in here. Upload files is really easy. It says drop files anywhere to upload, or you can select files. You can select files right off my computer. I'm gonna go with maybe just something blank. Let's do something like this. So now to select that, I want to select that as a featured image, hit set featured image, and then you'll know you've done it 100% if you see your image down here. And I'll show you what that does. We've tagged this to news already. We click publish. I come back to the show. I refresh the page, and now I have my example post. So when we come to latest news, which we're already on, but just to show you more in depth, you've got your example post, which is the title that we gave it. We've got the example information that we gave it, as well as the featured image here. That, I mean, it could be anything. It could be, a picture of Neil. It could be a picture of, something related to the example post. As well as now we'll see the sidebar is going to fill up with some latest news, and this will hold anywhere from, I think, 1 to 10 posts. So currently I have it set to 5, so once you have 5, this whole sidebar will be filled out nicely. 5 of your latest posts or latest news. Maybe you've got something coming up that's going to be aired. Maybe you've got just some general information. Maybe you guys are going to be giving away, free hot dogs on the corner of Main Street and something. Just information that you can relate to your users. Kind of give them a little bit more information about each individual site, from upcoming to previous events. So we have that example post in here, pretty easy. We go back to our post page. We can see that we have one post. If I wanted to remove that, all I would have to do is hit trash, and that's going to remove that post. So pretty simple feature there. It works just like your pages page. The same thing. I'm going to delete the new page that we created. I had a draft of, just so nothing's kind of in here. Media, it's the same folder that you've seen before, or the same files that you've seen before, except they're in kind of like a post page format. You've got the 3 images that we currently have on your site. You can add more images if you want to maybe use these down the road. Really, media you're not going to be using, because in post, remember, you can upload your image as the featured image, and then that goes straight to your media. Or if you're on the pages, say we're editing the about page, I'm going to show you. Sweet. So right here in the middle of this, by 11 states, I'm going to add media. I'm going to pick this one just to make it really easy. Insert in the page. Hey, now I've got my media in the page. So even if you didn't want to use media, like, you can use it everywhere. You've got the add media button here. So I don't recommend using this media button, because this is not linking anything to your site, while this is actually putting it where you need to go, or using the the set featured image is also doing that. Get rid of an image, obviously really easy. You've got some editor tools in here while we're in here, kind of to show you. You've all used these editor tools before. You've got things like bold, that's going to make that bold. I'm going to undo that. I know I'm not. 1,000 players, maybe I want to make that, underlined. You can kind of see what's going on there. You've got some other features you can pull out. Different features. You can select the color, you can select the language, and then you just click update, and you'll be able to see those changes modified on your regular site. So widgets, the last area. Definitely, I wouldn't really worry too much about the widgets, but once you get used to your site, you can use these. These are like the blog sidebar is for that blog widget area. The contact one that I was showing you is actually going to use the page sidebar. If we come back here, I'll show you the About Us. The About Us is using the page sidebar as well. It's got latest tweets, topics, and Twitter feed. So if we come back here, we see the latest news, topics, and the Twitter feed. The same down here. This is actually where you're going to be modifying that. So if I go into latest news, I can see that, well, it's showing 5. I can increase that to show more on this side once I have those filled out. Currently it's just showing 1 because that's the only one we have. So really basic there. If you wanted some new features, or if you wanted to remove these, obviously you could delete, or you could drag in new features. Here's a list of pages. Here's a list of, maybe you want a search bar over here. You just drag and drop. What do you want to call it? I want to call it my search bar. I click save. And as I come back, now I've got the search bar. I called it a search bar, so it actually, fills it there. I can search for anything on the site, yada yada. Hit search. Obviously, that's not going to be found, so hey, sorry, this didn't match anything. But say I type Neil. Search results for Neil are on the About Us page or on the contact page. And what that kind of works for is when you start getting a lot of latest news, maybe you want to add a search bar. But for now, we're not going to need it. So I'll hit delete, and that search bar is removed from your page. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us or get a hold of Soy Sauce, and I'm sure we can help you further navigate your sites. But for now, enjoy. Those are the basic features, really easy to use.